So I come to you, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Belmead, New Jersey, which is in Somerset County. It is a distance from here, and I live in a very rural neighborhood. I do. In fact, where I live, it's so rural that I live next door to a pig, and I can't stand her husband either. Now, we have these new next-door neighbors. They're very, very young. They have very young kids. They're polite to us. Every time I see them, I kind of see them looking at their watches. And I know what they're doing. They're just hoping that we die soon and somebody young moves into the neighborhood with kids. And I only know this because 30 years ago when we moved into the house, we had all the old neighbors, and we were looking at our watches too. Now, the people across the street have a dog that comes over and always shits on my lawn. It drives me crazy. My husband says, oh, it's no big deal, but it is. I mean, who wants their dog shit? So I went over to their lawn, and I shit on their lawn because we don't have a dog, and I don't think my pet hamster sends the same message. Now, my husband and I are native New Yorkers. We lived in New York City. I lived in New York City even before that. And when we came to New Jersey to look for a place to live, we went to the real estate agent and we said to her, we would like a house where we don't have to do anything on the inside and we don't have to do anything on the outside. So she showed us a cemetery plot. And we took it. We did. We took it as a second home. Now, when, New York City, it was wonderful living there, but I have to tell you, people in New Jersey are so much nicer. In New York, they're so rude. You could be lying dead on the ground and somebody will walk right over you. In New Jersey, at least they say, excuse me, before they walk right over you. Now, when I was single and leading, kind of a wild life in New York, I was living in an apartment that was directly across the street from a house of prostitution. And the only difference between my apartment and the house of prostitution was that I didn't get paid. They have great water in New York. Did you know that? That the water in New York is wonderful. And if you put enough scotch in it, it tastes unbelievably good.
Yeah!
So now we're living in New Jersey, and we're living in this neighborhood with all of these young people, and they're unbelievably good recyclers. I am from a different generation. We did not recycle when I was growing up. We just threw all our shit out the window. And here we got this whole neighborhood full of people who are tying up their boxes and putting their stuff in the baskets, and I'm still throwing my shit out the window. But, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, I will be better for the environment than any of my neighbors. You know why? Because all of the neighbors, these young women, they all have silicone titties. Not me. When I'm dead and buried, I am completely biodegradable.